Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Friday the 12th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day outside. Got up this morning fairly early, nothing too spectacular. Got around, got dressed for my run, got some chocolate milk in me because I am a chocolate milk fiend. For the AE chocolate milk up here is just, oh my god, it's so good. It is so good. Like, I would probably pay $10 a gallon if I could have it shipped to Florida and have it on a consistent basis. It is so good. But got up, got some chocolate milk in me, grabbed my uncle's car, ran up to the highway because I didn't feel like running on the rock road. And the rock road I don't mind so much for running, but it's been so dry here lately that there is a ton of dust, and there was not much breeze here this morning. And if a car runs by when you're running, the dust just lingers in the air for a minute or two, and you're just running a giant cloud of dust that just destroys your lungs. It gets in your nose and it stinks, and it just it's hard to breathe, and it just sucks. So definitely did not want to deal with that. So I basically drove the car up to the highway, parked, and then went for a run. I ran down into Missouri and then back up through. And it's funny because I'm so close to Missouri state line, it's kind of cool to run into another state. But the cool thing about it is it's pretty hilly here compared to, well, anywhere really, but for even like Florida, it's insanely hilly here. So I kind of got winded on a couple of the hills, got my butt kicked. So I'm not used to running hills anymore because I don't run much on steep. So got my run in, got back. Also wanted to check my uncle's car to make sure cruise control worked and air conditioning worked and all kind of stuff, because I hadn't driven it before, and we were going to take it up to northern Iowa for the funeral today, and I wanted to make sure that it was what it was. I was going to just use this one, which is my uncle's Escape, and it's a farm truck now. So it literally is basically, it's covered in dust and dirt and everything, and it's not a clean looking vehicle, but it runs good. It runs fine. AC works great. Cruise works, all good stuff. And I love using it when I come back. But he kind of wanted something, I don't know, kind of whole thing of something a little bit nicer to pull up to a funeral, at. And even if we wash it, it's a pretty clean vehicle then, but it's got so much dust in it that even after you wash it, a lot of the dirt and dust runs out of all the trim and stuff and whatnot, because it take probably 20 washes to get all the gunk out around the taillights and whatnot. So his car was good. Rides a little lower than this, rides a little bit rougher than this, but decent car. So I was like, okay, we're good, we can take it. Went ahead, got my shower, got cleaned up, got dressed in funeral clothes. Mom and I headed out plenty early because we hate the idea of being late to anything. It's just that's we're not that people. Thought of being late to something drives us both batshit crazy. So went ahead, headed up, stopped at a Wendy's actually we stopped at Walmart and grabbed a couple things we needed in town, and then we headed on up. We hit a Wendy's and grabbed some breakfast stuff, and they told us they were waiting for biscuits to get done, so we had to pull over from the drive-thru and wait, and they'd bring it out to us. Waited out there for 10 minutes and still nothing. So I went inside to basically like, hey, where's my order? Just give her a croissant, skip my biscuits and gravy, let's move on. And the girl behind the counter was like insanely confused, like she didn't know what drive-thru even was, kind of thing. They were trying to figure out what car I was and whatnot. I'm like, here's my order, just replace my order, just give my name order or whatever, or just I'm gonna go, I don't care. And they finally got my order to me. She's like, I don't do drive-thru, I don't work drive-thru. And I'm like, I don't give a shit, just I'll pay for another order, just make my damn breakfast, I don't care, I want to go now. And they got my food, and it was just gross. It was so not it was not good. It was, yeah. Didn't give us any napkins, no forks, no nothing kind of thing. So I had to go back in and get forks. Luckily, my mom checked real quick to see if we had no napkins or forks or anything. So I ran back in there real quick and informed them the fact that their workmanship and their quality of care was complete trash. And I wanted to make sure they knew that, and that, made it, known. And as I headed in the first time, I was like, be nice. I'll be as nice as I need to be. So I basically went in their stuff, got my food, headed back out, and it just wasn't good. So driving along, got up there, kind of not really sure exactly where we're going or not, and the GPS kept trying to take us like way east and way around different things and stuff. And I'm like, there's a straight shot. I think it's a rock road, runs straight through. So we just took the rock road and drove straight into the church. So it worked fine. And they had a little bit of rain, so there was no dust on the roads at all, which worked out really well for us. So we were going rolling up into this funeral, the church service and stuff, whatnot. It was plenty early. We had, I don't know, probably 40 minutes or so before it started, so we had all the time to spare. Met with some family and chatted with people and stuff a little bit. Ended up down in the basement for a little prayer with the family beforehand. Went up for the service. Fine service. It was simple. It was nice. Had some songs sung and kind of had what you expect for a service to be. Headed out to the graveside. Pallbearers. My uncle was a pallbearer. got that taken care of, and then we headed back in. We had ourselves a nice little lunch, like a little dry turkey sandwich and stuff, which I don't know why they don't have like some kind of ranch or mayonnaise or mustard or ketchup or something, but nothing, just dry sandwich. But they had some good desserts and stuff, so we kind of had ourselves a nice little meal, some chips, and had a little water. And we talked and chatted with family and kind of had some rejoice of the happiness, I guess, of her life and stuff. I mean, she's 100 years old, so it wasn't like it was sprung on us. We kind of knew it was coming, at some point here fairly quickly, at that age. So ended up talking to a lot of family I haven't seen in a handful of years, and had a nice little time with them. Then we headed back and drove another 3.5 hours home, and just is what it is. So we stopped to get on the way home at a Taco John's, and I got some potato lays. My mom got a couple tacos, and I'm a big fan of the potato lays. They're delicious. And these were mediocre. They were Olays. They weren't good. They were a little under-seasoned. They were a little overcooked. So you add those two together, and it's just what it is. So had ourselves nice little conversations and chatted and whatnot. And getting back, it's exhausted. I was just so tired. I don't know, it's a hard time keeping myself awake. And it is what it is. But I got back to the house. It was that weird time frame where I rolled in the house, and it was early enough. I could have went to Ottumwa and saw my buddy and stuff and whatnot. But it's 2 hours round trip there, and that puts me, I'm already at, almost 7 hours of driving a day. They had another 2 hours, so it's 9 hours of driving, and that whoops a person. So just hung around the house there, decided not to go anywhere. I thought running back into town, and it's only probably 20 minutes into town, and see if I could bump into some people I grew up with and stuff. And I realized I didn't really want to see those people either, so I kind of just said the heck with it and didn't really do much. We hung around the farm. My aunt called and said she was on her way back from spending the day up there with her son in the hospital and whatnot. And I thought they were spending the night up there again, but they didn't. They came home. So they got there. We talked to them a little bit. It's a somber time with them because my cousin's on life support, and they're basically going to try and find what they can use of the organs and whatnot. So it's such an awkward time. It's so like there's nothing we can do. It just sucks. You're just offer to help whatever way you can, but there's really not much you can do or say. It's just parents shouldn't bury their children kind of thing. And it's not good. He's like 49, 50 years old. I'm not sure exact age, but I think he's like 49 or 50. But it's too young. It's not good. It just sucks. So we just kind of just deal with what we can and just try and get past it the best we can kind of thing. So they hung around there a little bit. We kind of just chatted and stuff. I talked to my wife some on the phone and chatted with her. I called my cousin in Kansas City. Her brother's the one's on life support, so I talked to her for a little bit, just kind of close as I can come to being there for her kind of thing, and discussed whatnot. And I offered to come down there because talked about the girls had stuff they had to get to for like band and whatnot, different events. And I'm like, I'll come down there and just like drive the girls around like a chauffeur, so you can go be with your brother and stuff and that. And she said no, they wouldn't want to do that kind of thing, and just there's not much I can do for them. It just sucks. So had myself a little cigar. It actually cooled off enough outside that I actually went and got a blanket and threw a blanket over my legs out there when I had my cigar and watched a little bit of can't remember if it's Netflix or Hulu or whatever. Watched a little bit of TV outside. Just kind of finished my cigar and headed in, ate some potato chips and dip. Bought AE dip, which the AE dip here is so good as well. When I drive home, I usually bring I think I brought 8 tubs of dip home with me last time. I'll bring chocolate milk. I'll bring 2 gallons of chocolate milk home with me. So I'll pack my cooler full of stuff I can't get in Florida, and then bring that down. It's always kind of cracks me up with how dumb I am with that stuff, but it seems to make me happy for a little bit when I get back home. So got that done. Finally headed in. Talked to my uncle a little bit here and there. Not much. Just what do you say to somebody whose child is going to be gone? It's hard. And it's one thing if you get the call that they were in like a plane crash or already had a heart attack and stuff, but he's gone but still alive. It's that weird time that I don't know what to say. It's just I thank God I've not had to go through that kind of situation enough to know what to say, because I couldn't imagine like people that work like hospice and that kind of stuff, how hard that has to be to be able to cope with the family's loss on a constant basis. It's so much of like an angel sent down, if you want to think of it that way and stuff. And somebody who's willing to do that kind of work to comfort a family on a daily basis is just a talent I don't have, unfortunately. So I'm glad to feel there who can do that for other people. So yeah, it kind of just is what it yeah, we got that done. Ended up heading in, watched a little more TV in the bedroom, ate my chips and dip, and then wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.